several years, 2017's auction. And, as many of you know, we're raising money once again for St Luke's Hospice. And I'd like to introduce you to one of the fundraising, what's your title, fundraising?
I'm actually a community fundraiser.
Community fundraiser has been our main contact, he's been here many years. He will extort you into giving lots and lots of money for a very, very good charity. I'd like to introduce you to Wayne.
Am I all right here?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Quite a few of you I think I recognise from previous ones anyway. It's difficult when you're wearing the costumes and whatnot. I think I've got most of you there. We've got any newcomers this year to the auction? Just show fingers or hands and say BBs. Okay. I don't know if you know what we do entirely, but St Luke's Hospice are the sole providers of end-of-life care. Sorry, it's a little bit the sole providers of end-of-life care in our area. So what we do, we've been doing this for 75 years, and what we try and do is provide the best quality care to people who just aren't going to get better from their illness. Now I know a lot of you probably know this, and you've heard me talk about this before, but one of the reasons why I'm here is I like to sort of give updates as to what your fundraising, the money that's raised at these auctions, what it does, and how it helps the patients. Now a lot of people think that the hospice of Turnchapel is where all the work is done at St Luke's, where people go when they're very, very sick. Well actually it's much, much broader than that. The work that St Luke's does, only 7% of our patients are seen in the hospice. The vast majority are either seen at Derriford or at home by our teams. The majority are at home, because a lot of people want to be in a familiar environment when they're dealing with the conditions they have at the end of their life, and to have a support network around them that they know, so their families and their friends, even their pets. So we became aware of that a little while ago, and what it's enabled us to do is actually expand the care that we give to a lot more people. Now this is quite shocking, and I didn't realise it, but I've got here an impact report, which is 2016 to 2017's statistics on the work that the hospice has been doing. It's actually a really nice document, and it's really easy to read, and there are a few out by the main entrance for infection buckets if anyone wants to look at it. But there's some interesting figures in there, and the first one is a big one on the front, 3480. That's the number of patients that were cared for by St Luke's in the last year. Now that is a local charity. That is Plymouth based. We cover West Devon and East Cornwall with our community nurses. That's an awful lot of people if you start to think about end-of-life care. And we're still not reaching everyone. So what we did is we changed our tactics. Rather than getting everyone into the hospice, which is really difficult sometimes for people, to, especially elderly or people who live on their own, to get into the hospice care. So what we've done is we've flipped it on its head, and now our trained nurses go out to people's homes a lot more, and that then delivers the care they need. We're then joining up with the GP surgeries, with the community nurses, with their carers, and more importantly with their families, so we know exactly what those people need. So the money that's raised at auctions like this goes towards funding what used to be Macmillan nurses are now St Luke's nurses. Okay, so it goes directly towards funding the medical help to care for those people at home. On top of this, in the last couple of years, we've expanded our education department within St Luke's, because we're so confident and so proud of the work that we do, the clinical side of it. I'm not involved with the clinical side, I'm on the fundraising and the income generation, but we work very closely together. We're all part of the same team in one way. And what we wanted to do was to pass on the knowledge that our nurses have about caring for individuals to other carers out in the community. So our first call was to care homes. It's my phone, sorry, I am sort of on duty, as it were, but it's yours, is it? All right, outside, 10 press-ups, come on. So what our education team have done in the last couple of years is to pass on that training to care homes. Why not? Because people are...
That's right, 10 press-ups.
Or a donation.
Or a large donation.
Hello, yes. Hi, I'm standing in front of a room full of people who can talk. Is there anything you'd like to say to them? Hello! Hello! There we go. Well, yeah, they were enjoying. Do you mind if I put you back in a little bit? Okay. That wasn't planned, but I thought she had to be part of that. So yeah, what we're trying to do, I'll get back on track, what we're trying to do is get the knowledge of caring for people in the hospice and in the community out to those care homes. So our education team have been doing something what we call 6 steps education, and it's about providing the best possible end-of-life care to people in care homes or retirement homes when they're on the palliative care pathway. So they have gone through all the possible operations, all the treatment, the chemotherapy, the radiotherapy, nothing's working. They've reached that turning point where they know, unfortunately, that they are going to die. So what we then do is we step in there and say, look, this is how we can make that better process, if it can be made better. But one of our ethos is to make sure that no one dies in pain, alone, or in distress. So when you're on board with St Luke's, and it's a free service, and the only reason it's a free service is because we're doing this. Okay, this was what funds it. We get about a third of our money from the government. Do you remember that from last time I said? About a third of our money from central funding. 4.5 million every year comes from the community. Heck of a lot of money to ask. So when we get people on board with the Armadacon, the auction, getting that on board with that is really good to us, because what it's saying to us is that there are people out there that are supporting us, that want to help us deliver that service that we're trying to deliver, and we're trying to expand on and get more people involved. It's awful for us at the end of the year to think there were people that we could have stepped in and helped, but we just didn't have the capability to take on extra patients. So we're working really hard to turn that around and make it as broad a service, but as good a quality service as possible. So that's kind of an update of where we're at. 35 years this year we've been doing it. We intend to keep going and going and going, because all the feedback we're getting from people that we've been helping, the families, the support, the aftercare, the bereavement support, has all been extremely positive, and they just think, well, really, this should be funded completely by the NHS, but it's not, unfortunately. So we, rather than sit there and fold our arms and go, well, that's not fair, we're saying, right, we're going to battle on, we're going to keep raising that money, keep it going. So thank you all very much for today. If you can spare anything, please chuck it in the pot, bid on the items. There's some really fun stuff. There's an excellent Doctor Who gun with an app that you can fit on the end of it, and you can actually shoot baddies while you put your mobile phone on it. So that's one to look out for. But there's a load of other really good stuff.
Any spare change, there's also the bucket on the reg desk. By the way, to give you an idea, we started, I believe, Armadacon 26. You guys have helped raise over £5,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's
since then.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And we say from I mean, we have children who do bake sales, they want to raise £15 for us in memory of an auntie or their grandmother. That, to us, is the heart of community fundraising. And an auction like this with people coming together, brilliant stuff. It's really good. I mean, we do have corporates come up occasionally and say, wave a £10,000 check on us. That's fantastic if you're a multinational and you've got all that money to spare. But when it comes down to people putting their hands in their pockets and doing it, sometimes for a personal reason, which is particularly touching, then I think that's the heart of community fundraising, and it's the heart of what we're trying to do at Hospice too.
And on behalf of the committee, you have always made us so proud how much you donate.
Yeah.
You've always gone well above the odds.
Yeah.
So we really do appreciate it, both as a committee and for the charities, all the charities you've supported over the years. St Luke's now.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me as well, Gary. Appreciate that. It's nice to be here, nice to meet everyone.
Did you have to bring this up?
Yeah. I think William here has done. He did manage to sell a Wookiee for £50.
Yeah, he did quite well last time.
He's dead. He's long gone. Got blown up.
We have got some fireworks in the car actually. We can launch a Wookiee on ceremoniously.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Anyways, I'll let you get on with the auction, but thank you very much, and yeah, we look forward to working with you again in the future. So,
we have our fabulous guest auctioneers, Pat and Mark. So, first item.
Thank you very much. Beautiful music. Those that were here last year will recall that Colin Baker came and insulted Barry.
Again.
Quite a lot of the auction.
I'm going to kill you.
He signed this, but he did not sign this last year. He signed this for 4 years ago, I believe. So this is autographed by Mr. Baker himself, and it wishes happy 25th Armadacon to people who were involved in the 25th Armadacon. This might be a lovely keepsake.
Whether a little time warp thing.
Yeah.
Wibbly wobbly time
Wibbly
warp.
wobbly. It's fine. So, I think somebody in the room should kick off proceedings.
I'll give you a fiver to start you off.
With £5 in the corner. It will probably burn if not blow up.
Yeah, I think John Pertwee did a better job.
So we've got £5 in the corner then for Mr. Baker's 10 on this side, down there, thanks. 10. Any advance on 10? Or he's smiling quite nicely. He does look happy. He'd be happy with 10. He'd be happy with 12, but he's quite happy with 10. Anybody want to go above 10? 15. 15. 15. 15. Any advance on 15? Can you save anything for the later? I think we'll go with 15 then. Sold 15. Thank you. 131.
Thank you very much. Next up, lot number 4, the big-headed Clara Oswald.
Oh, £5, come on.
The woman who pretty much got her own series on a Saturday night with occasional appearances from the Doctor.
£6
Is it technically a bobblehead? Yes, technically a bobblehead.
Oh, £10, come on.
Clara Oswald bobblehead. Who'll give me 10 to save poor?
I've already bid 10 to blow it up.
10 bids.
Yeah. So who's going to give me more than that to save poor United Clara, who we all love so much?
12 on behalf of the small child next to me who's too shy to say it herself.
What?
Oh, that's a... Yeah, I believe you.
Oh, playing the sympathy card.
£12 to the person who won't even own up to her own bidding. Who'll give me £15 to save this poor woman from being forced to admit that that's what she did?
Not
Nobody? Oh, you're a hard lot. This is to a good cause, you know. Is it too early for the heartstrings for you? Yeah, we're still pre-bucket shed.
We got 48 lots.
Oh God, no. Right. In that case, £12. £12 going once, £12 going twice. Sold to badge number
She's 237.
237. Oh, you're still playing
Say it yourself.
Effectively, I now own Clara Oswald. Thanks, Bean.
A real.
Ooh. This is heavy. Battalia, the Creation. A game of which I know, I have to admit, nothing. Anybody played it?
No, not underneath it. What I can say is apparently quite a highly regarded board game on Board Game Geek with a rating of I think 7.8, which is quite good. It is a new game. Recommended retail price is I think $59.99.
It is now.
Who'd like to find out what's in the box?
£10.
£10, 15. Who's in it? 15. 15. £20?
20.
£20. 25? 25. 30? £30. Right. £30? £30.
That woman is in crisis. Get her a choose her own.
I have the bidding at £30.
All that money just spent now.
That's too far. £30. £30?
35.
From you? Is that allowed?
It's encouraged.
35. £40? £40. Anybody at £40? £35 going once? Stealing it from a previous guest, it doesn't seem right somehow. You have to bid more than that just to solve my conscience. 50. Excellent. £50? £50 going once, £50 going twice. So!
And he also and he'll sell any
£5.
idea.
Let's get on with it.
Right, A Jelly Baby. A 2-kilogram Jelly Baby.
What's the sell by date?
We are looking at diabetes in a box here. I've got a bit of a fiver. Who'll give me 7? 7.
10.
10. We'll go for 12.
20.
Oh, bog off! 25.
25 pounds. Sell by date. I don't think this sort of thing goes off. It's not reached its sell by date.
Yes, it has. That's death in a box, not diabetes.
Anyway, 20 pounds for 2 kilos of Jelly Baby. All right. There's always some head that has to be precise about things.
It's artistic license.
2. You'll be telling me diabetes 1 and diabetes 2 aren't the same disease next. That's always one. £20? £20.
You said 25, Barry.
Yeah, I said 25. I thought I was going to get away with it.
£25.
Cheapskate.
£25 for a kilo of Jelly Baby. But still only 2 legs, 2 arms and nothing else.
Barry with diabetes.
£25. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
127.
That's going to be messy when that goes.
Yep.
I'm reliably informed there were at least 2 people who could not identify who this cuddly person
We had a sticker on his face. How could I know? Couldn't recognise him.
It's not Captain Haddock. In his later years. It's Einstein or Gogo. Cuddly Albert Einstein.
Not for long.
Should have one. £5.
Oh, 10. Give me a break.
£10 from Barry.
12.
£12 from Sam.
15.
£15.
Second beheading.
I hate your cruelty. 20.
£20. £20 for knitted Mr.
I don't think I've
Einstein.
ever hear Barry say that. I hate your cruelty.
I don't like his brand of cruelty. That's why I hate
I'm
it.
holding differently.
Thank you very much, sir.
I go.
I wondered if anybody would know. £20, any advance on £20? One. Sold.
Blimey, I'm getting away with it cheap this year. 127.
Plenty more to come, Barry.
Yeah.
Plenty more to come.
Yeah.
I thought this was survival's down to conventions, but we have the Fallout 4 Vault Dwellers Survival Guide Collector's Edition.
Absolutely
A
superb.
500 odd book of stuff.
It's a guide to a
With a
video
map?
game.
Yeah.
It is a meaty tome.
And a sealed. Oh no, it's not sealed.
It's got little cards in it with Pit Boys.
Is this some strange variety of internet porn I'm not aware of?
Not going there.
So, for the discerning collector, who will start me at £5 for the Vault Dweller Survival Guide? In which you can also see things like that. Only the book is actually in focus, I assure you. £5? Go on, £5. £5. There's a free e-guide as well, which I've just fallen out. Who knows what else is in here? The Lost Covenant. Who can tell? £5? I've had £5. Any of you up at 7? No?
10.
10. I heard but I didn't see. Where did the 10 come from? 10 at the back. £10? Who's in for 12? Who'll give me £12.37?
Yeah, I'll give you £12.37.
£12.37 over here. £12.81? £13.9. Anybody? 14 quid. You can be really boring and go for 15 here. I'd be very disappointed in you if you went for £15. Food for a day at this point. No? Well then I'll go for £15 food for a day. I have no idea what I'm buying here, but that's 15 quid. 15 quid?
17.
17.50. 17.50. A sensible man there, sir. How they got into Armadacon. 17.50. 17.50. Going once.
20.
20. £20. £20 is a lovely round figure, not as round as 25, of course. 25? 20. Shall we go for 20? £20 going once. £20 going twice. So,
174.
I'll be interested to find out what this is.
Right, the next item is coming from ESA, the European Space Agency.
Not her.
5.
Is it a Hubble telescope?
No.
It's got to be a bit worth a
I
bid
was
just for the
lucky
joke.
enough to have the chance to go to ESOC, which is the Operations Centre in Darmstadt in Germany, for their 50th anniversary. And I brought back some goodies. And,
£10, I'm remembering the bid.
it's a mouse map with some of their satellites. It's a blow-up Mars with the spacecrafts that landed on Mars.
The one they found?
It's some postcards. It's an ESOC 50 years coaster. And some pins with some depictions of some of their satellites that are in orbit or...
ESA, passing it away.
So, unfortunately, everything. So, and this nice, quite fancy bag.
15.
So,
£15.
yeah.
17.
17. Yeah. This is a collection of stuff that nobody else is likely to have, is that?
It is,
Is that
it
okay?
is, yes.
There we go.
20.
£20 at the back.
25.
25. Against you, 25. £25.
And you actually can go onto their website and actually search the icons, so you know what satellites and spacecraft they are.
Any advance on 25?
£25 then at the moment for what is, it's fair to say, a unique bag of
Yep.
items for this convention.
Keep the pins away from the inflatable Mars would be my advice.
Yeah.
The advance on 25. Otherwise I'll move on because we've got quite a few to get through. 25 it is then. Congratulations, thanks Fiona. Why not?
We have.
Pizza Hut.
Star Trek cups.
Star Trek cups. Set of 4 Star Trek cups, 3 from the fleet and a communicator on the end by the looks of it.
All set of 4.
£2.50 a cup would start it off at £10.
These were
Pizza
promotional
the
ones
Hut.
at Pizza Hut
Proper
24
villain.
years ago.
1993.
Right,
Change longer.
24-year-old promotion from Pizza Hut then, so likely to be getting quite rare by now, so we'll start it at 15 rather than 10. £15, anybody want to start it at 15?
Yeah.
How rare would you like them?
Right, I'm going to drop it to £10 to start then, just in case Barry bids first. So £10 from anybody for these, back to the original £2.50 a cup.
Alright, I'll do
£10, thank you Fiona.
Come on, Barry, you will not.
No, I just want to fleece you.
15.
£15 from the side, thank you. £15. Any advance on 15? I'm sensing that it might not go much further than 15 this one. 15 is a meals for a day, which is a nice round number that we've already established. I'll take 15 then, thank you very much. £15 it is.
316.
316.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, an organic and inorganic chemistry student molecular model set. We get a
20.
what? There are that many bits in it. Or atoms, I believe they're called. So,
20.
20, yeah. Yeah, is that all?
thought one of your means could manage better than that.
I'm waiting for one of these suckers to do it.
Oh,
This
these
time
suckers,
you're the
sorry.
sucker.
Oh no! This side of the room.
Very educational.
The people at the other side of the room. The righties.
Barry, he says
I've been 20. The
blow it off.
lefties can
Oh,
step
no.
on that, can't we, boys and girls? You're supposed to shout out a bigger number now. £20? No, you shout. We'll pay £25.
Someone's got to stand 30.
£30. Look what the lefties have done. They've cast scorn on your bid of £20 and gone for 30. You're not going to stand for that, are you?
Oh, yes, we are.
Somebody's got to. There must be one mug here. I mean, I've been to Armadacon a few times now. There's always one.
It's usually Barry.
It's usually Barry. So we are stuck at £30. The shame will go down your familial trees for generation into generation. The people who let the molecular modelling set get away.
Can I just have a closer look at it? Is it as good as the one I've already got? Oh, it's collagen.
Shame.
Really educational.
That's forward the one you've already got, such that you can make really complex molecules.
No, the one I've already got is for really complex molecules.
If you watch the big,
working on a fission reactor on it.
It's like, you know,
How many gobstoppers?
if you watch The Big Bang Theory, you'll see in the back of their living room they've got a model of DNA about this big. You could build that model out of 200 of these.
But it's a start. You could build a scale model of it.
And seriously, I've worked it out. That model is 6,000 quid. I went to a shop that sells them and found that you can't buy them that big. That's a special one made for the show. The ones you can buy are that big and they're 3,000. Not a loud one. But we have £30. £30?
35.
£35. Very wise. An excellent investment. One you will come to cherish down the years. We've got 35. Let's call it that because I'm never going to find another mug as big. Oh, sorry. That's discerning a bidder in this room again. £35? £35 going once. £35 going twice.
Star Wars, not in a bag, but on a bag. Twice? They bring Star Wars.
Yes, the two different types they released last year.
20p.
Oh, come on.
10p a bag.
£50.
50p, £2. £2, thank you very much. That's £1 a bag.
£3.
Fiver.
Do you mind?
They are very
Yes.
bags. They
5 on
work
this
very
side
well.
already, sorry.
You just ruined my Fibonacci sequence.
Oh, you can tell this is a geek con.
Don't forget, we've got £5 already. We'll need to go slightly above 5. £7 is good, thank you. They are bag for life bags, so you can take them in and exchange them for something else when they wear out. £10.
Like a life.
Except you won't get them anymore.
Those are
You won't get
available.
these, but you'll get another bag. £10. £10, £5 a bag.
Like the sort of person who buys these is going to put things in them.
Yeah, but you opened it just
Can you imagine how much pyro I could get in those 15?
£10 it is, sitting at £10.
Oh, we have 15 bits.
15 over there.
15 over there.
These are very handy if you've already bought something in the auction or are thinking of buying something later on.
I've got a lot of pyro in there.
Yeah.
Do the 17.
£17. £20 on this side. £10 bag. £20. Any last on £20? £20. The money is going to a better cause than if you'd given it to Tesco's in the first place for me. £20 it is. Sold for 20. Thank you very much.
You know he can just bounce off the wall and kick you in the head.
It's a pay up or the Jedi Master gets it.
You're even doing the sound effects. So, hold it up.
Is it the lightsaber and the
No, just
you get a Yoda.
Remind reminds me of somebody. Ian Duncan Smith? Anyway.
What bid are we?
£10. £10. Anybody at 15? £15 you will be. Yeah. £20? Who's in at 20?
Me!
I was about to say, somebody's been suspiciously silent. £20. £20? Who will say 25 to save Master Yoda? £25. 30?
I'll go on then.
£30, yes.
25.
Oh, 40.
I could probably just sit this out now because these two can bounce it back. £40? £40.
45.
45.
And I get to go ahead with the 8th.
I want to drop kick him across the room, 50.
That'll cost you £50. £50. £50. What's better than a drop kick across the roof? It's your choice, sir. For a mere 55.
60.
60. We have £60 bid. £60 bid? £60 bid.
If he cut his head off, can I drop kick that across the room?
It'll cost you. Shall we have £60 and a £10 sub bid for the drop kick?
Yeah.
Okay, we now have 60 plus 10. 60 plus 10. If you want to get the head back. Do 60 plus, shall we say 15?
I'll bid 15 so he doesn't get to drop kick.
Okay, we have £60 for the whole doll, £15 for the head. £60.
75 versus Barry.
Right, so it's 15 quid not to drop kick the head.
No, I get the head.
Yeah.
Are we bidding for the head now? I'll bid 20 quid for the head.
Sucker!
Will you go to 85 to save Yoda's head?
85 because I want the body for the bounty hunter.
Oh, I give up.
£85 going once, £85 going twice, and sold! That's the new math, isn't it? Lot number 28, Star Wars Trivial Pursuit Saga Edition DVD game. With 100 question cards, 2 dice, 2 VDs, and, a whole weekend of bitter arguments and infighting.
With a picture of my boss on the front.
Oh, don't go there. Who will start me at a fiver? A fiver? A fiver? Who's in at 8? I should be able to just reach out and go. It doesn't seem to work. I'll give it a try though. £6.
I find your lack of bids disturbing.
So on then. £6. £6? Ah,
He said 7.
7.
he said 7.
8.
£8.
I'm going to save him at least once.
Turn that frown upside down and that 6 into a 9.
Make it a tenner.
£10. £10? £10. Who's in at 11?
What is it?
I do pay attention.
Stop getting it.
I don't even know what it is.
It's the Star Wars Trivia Pursuit.
What's
There you
that?
go.
It's a game with
Trivia
DVDs.
Pursuit. Oh, it's got dice as well. Right, there you go.
Full game.
Full game.
Oh, I thought it was DVDs. Can't be asked now.
Ooh. But nonetheless, that leaves you, sir, at £10. £10? £10 going. £10 going. Large number? 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1.
A nice picture of the boss on Lot 29, waiting for this, is the Doctor Who Sonic Spork.
What?
Not only is it a spoon, but it's also a fork.
Oh, you can't play knifey spoony with it then?
People who have not played knifey spoony. It's the spoon machine, Doctor Who Sonic Spork. This is an item that has been lovingly robbed out of somebody's loot crate because it's got loot crate sticker on the side of the box. And somebody was obviously impressed enough with that particular loot crate to donate the Sonic Spork. £6 for the Spork from the back. £7 against you for the Spork.
£8.
£8 for the spork. Are you going to create a meme about this?
Probably.
Right. Bid more.
£9 for the sport.
£9 for the spork and no meme.
10.
£10 from Mike Child.
Spending your money.
Too much pocket money, mate.
I can't pay for it because I'm running this part of the auction. That would be unethical, of course.
Since when did that stop us?
£10 it is. Then.
Ah, you put a ringer in.
You can bid against it, I won't mind.
Small child might buy.
Any advance on 10 for the sport? Great, sold for 10. You need badge number, please.
Okay.
Do you need help controlling the child?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
237.
237. Not 33 if you like Star Wars and you like stationery. Hi. £5 for 2 Star Wars notebooks. If somebody else bids against these, this is going to go a lot. Put your head in your hands, so it's not that bad. 8? Was it? Were we at 8?
8.
10, 10, 10.
I'll give you 10.
10. We're already at 10 here. You can go 11 though. 12. You can go 12. Only £6 a notebook. They have lines in them and everything. And paper. And back. You can use both sides of the paper. £12. £12. £15. £15. £15. You can write a novel in each book. It's quite short. Short story. £15. Anyone? 15. Sold for £15. Thanks.
172.
172.
Notebooks for days.
Star Wars and Christmas. Things that go together like
Star Wars and
horses
Christmas.
marriage. So 2-pack of baubles, it says here, or dos chucherías. Just the thing to take your mind of the Star Wars Christmas special that you've seen.
Oh, God!
Okay, I will keep mentioning the Star Wars Christmas special when the bids
5.
don't go up. £5, £5, £5. Who's for 6? 6?
What have they got on them?
The words Star Wars and a picture of Han, Leia and Luke, the traditional lightsaber, pouty face and I'm big and tough. That one.
I don't know, can you go with the camera and show it? I don't know.
It really should be the Death Star, but it isn't. These are better than the Death Star, and that's why I'm asking for £6, so that I don't have to mention the Star Wars...
Spend 10 quid! Shut up!
We can probably find it on YouTube.
What, the Star Wars Christmas special? Sorry, it's not, what's it, life? What do they call it?
Life sentence.
Life holiday or Life Day.
Oh, God, that's at the end. And Carrie Fisher singing, oh, that's... It's got Wookiee porn in it!
It does, doesn't it?
Grandpa is watching Wookiee porn!
You've got slightly distracted, but we are at £10. Two large Star Wars balls at £10.
Star Wars baubles on the TV.
Yeah. There you go, look at that.
The biggest Chewbacca's.
£10 going once, £10 going twice. But badge number?
127, unfortunately.
All it is, if you don't mind, because I've got to go now, I've got to take, but we had this one, I thought it was quite good and I've kept it aside. We had this donated by one of the relatives, someone who was at the hospice. It's actually really cool. It's a Doctor Who, it's a gun, but basically it's got a mobile phone holder on it. I don't know if you can see very well. But what you basically, yeah, so you download an app and you put your phone onto the phone holder and you're holding the gun, and basically wherever you move the gun, you're firing at the baddies on the app. Or you can put it on camera. camera phone and just shoot people you don't like. But the idea is, I'm thinking, the C word's coming up, isn't it, soon, Christmas, like you said. But if you know anyone who wants it as a present, maybe, it's really quite cool. So obviously it's all original gear. But I would like to see if we could start at £15.
I'll give you 15.
Number.
Do you get a lot of kids into the hospice? One of them enjoy playing?
We get children who come to the family room. So we don't obviously treat children, but we have families that come. So if I can start at 15.
15, yeah, I'll give 15,
Thank you very
yeah.
much. 20. Thank you.
25.
25. Okay. Hours of fun, weeks, months, years of fun with this, I think. The clip at the front there, I think you can put any device on there, so if you want it nice and big for your iPad or your phone, whatever, but I don't know if it even know if it makes noises itself. I think it does. But there's one of those little QR code things that you scan and it takes you to the site.
Is it CE marked?
Yeah.
Like you care.
App Store and Google Play. It says
50.
50.
50.
50. 50. Thank you very much. 50. Anyone else want 50?
I'll add a tenner to Pat's.
Yeah.
£5 as well.
Okay. 65.
I'll add a tenner.
They're all adding. Yeah. Okay. So
I'll chuck a tenner in the bucket.
No, I lost where I've got to.
yeah. Where are we? We've got someone who's keeping track of this.
If it's at £100, would people be happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
£100.
100. Are we as a group?
We'll throw some money. If it comes to more, it will go into the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll throw in £2.
Wow. Well, 102. 102.
167.
So if you bid as part of that conglomerate, please give the money to Pat and he can sort me out afterwards. Same for the one that was bid for the conglomerate earlier on. If you can give the money that you bid to.
And Pat, if it goes over more than £100, I'll just pop it in the R&D's new bucket.
I will.
Okay.
All right. Would you like to take that for your family?
We could take it to the family.
Yeah.
Too late, that's what you're taking it.
That's what we've done it for.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I'm sure it's lovely.
Idea. It's a really nice idea.
Well, thank you very much.
You'll take it back now.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I've got to go. That's why I wanted to do this. But thank you very much for all your bids and your continued bids after I've gone. We'd stay longer, but we've got to get back to my youngest who's 3 and pick him up as well. So, yeah, thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of the weekend. And hopefully we'll see you again next year. Thank you very much.
Also apologise for not selling our phones on Friday.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, Wayne is going, but the bidding continues. One of these two, I believe, is Dave Trace's T-shirt in book form today. So the Millennium Falcon and the Imperial Death Star Owner's Workshops Manual, £10.
12.
£12.
30.
Manual, 13. 30.
30.
£30. £30. £15 per manual.
Building number 3.
£30. Any advance on 30? Going once. Send this one on its way. Going twice. Sold for £30.
Do not mind.
Continuing the Angry Bird Star Wars theme, only this time in a more explodable form.
Yes.
That's a hint.
Looking at both sides of the room. Angry Bird Star Wars plushie, £5.
20 quid.
20 quid, you know why, £20.
30 for a thermal detonator.
I tell you what, Kev, I add my 20 to your 30.
Yes.
So
So
I will match your 30.
then we will have a 60-bit to thermally detonate the angry bird.
Yes.
Yes.
£60.
That sounds perfectly fair. Does anybody dispute that that is a fair bid?
Perfectly fair, I think.
So for £60, thank you very much.
This, I'm doing at this present moment in time until it goes back, is the one and only legendary Armadacon communicator.
Now, there are a couple of people in here who do not know. There's a couple of faces of people who do not know the history of this. This was donated many years ago by Barry, I believe.
Yeah, guilty.
And I believe Barry bought it.
Number of times.
Number of times. This, for those new people here, so you're in on the in-joke, you don't actually buy this. This is an Armadacon tradition. You pay money for it and you have to donate it back next year. You just rent it for a year. You can take it home, you can let somebody else look after it, but it has to go back into the auction next year. It is...
And you can't open it.
And you can't open it. God forbid you should open a toy. It has raised more money over the years than I think even Barry and Kevin together.
That's a pretty stick figure, that.
We have no idea. Does it still make noise?
Yes.
Still makes
Put it at
noise.
the front desk here, Ed.
Yeah.
Because every now and then
A little
it
bit.
pushes the batteries very
Yeah, although I can't do it myself.
Yeah, still makes
It still
noise.
works.
So it's pristine in its box, but you can't open it and you must return it. It's sort of a tradition.
It has been under lock and key in my darkest vault for a year.
So I started off with a £5.
20.
Come on, anything higher than a 20?
30.
30, we have a 30.
35.
Bidding on 35, 35 on a bed. Do we have a conglomerate?
Give me a couple of seconds to get a nice bucket.
Yeah,
Nice, we can talk
Go get the bin outside, it's big enough. No, what's that?
This is appearance number 12.
Oh, so next year's lucky 13.
Yeah, next year's lucky 13.
Just managed to make Gary run all the way to the bar, by the way. So. He's coming back empty-handed.
Right. If you could do us the honours.
Raise your hand if you'd like to put something in the bucket and I will bring it around.
Or if you want to see Gary run back to the bar.
Start at the back and let it work down. Just way.
I'll come round.
I found some more. I found some more.
We've got another
Yeah.
here.
How much is in there?
I don't know.
Over here.
Coming that way.
Yeah, but he could have been in a different room. Good point.
Do you take Imperial credits?
Won't take anything.
It's coming round. Right. Big and run, big and murder.
Make it run quicker.
More money, more money.
More money.
Take it round the games room as
I
well.
think that's the way we're going, Linda.
bucket,
Armadacon owns it now.
Shows what we've got already.
So in theory, you'll all own 2mm square of the...
Do you want to do it now?
Yeah, it's like how.
Well, toss it up, we can always make the announcement.
Yeah, carry on.
Carry on.
I like
So,
I want to know where we're at so far.
yes, where are we so far, sir?
£1,280.50p.
130
168.
£168.
Just a couple of quick more.
£170.
Nice round figure now.
£170 for the communicator. Armadacon owns the communicator again.
The second year running.
The auction.
Gary?
£30, yeah?
Gary, hello. Due to the fact it's now owned by Armadacon,
Yeah.
we've been having a conflict at the back here and have decided that the one person who should have it under lock and key for another 12 months is the originator of it.
Goes around, comes around.
Keep it away from inflation.
No, it's the one thing he won't.
£1,480.50p.
It's amazing.
Now, hopefully, we'll have a bit more of that in the bucket. Don't forget, there's a bucket on Reg's desk and
Turkey readings.
turkey readings and the raffle and anything
We're
else.
going round with raffle tickets, the raffle items.
You guys
back there.
have
so
been
you have a look.
unbelievably
And
generous yet again. Once again, you've amazed us, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And St Luke's would thank you if he was here. So that is just an unbelievable amount. We will let you know as soon as the con's over and we've recovered and we've done some maths how much that we're actually going to be able to donate to St Luke's Hospice this year. So thank you. That's added to, I think it was something like about 5,300 to shrapnel is what you guys have donated for St Luke's so far. You guys are unbelievable. I'm proud to be your friend because of what you've done. Thank you very much.